welcome again to another edition of the Real Dude Show. I am your host, John Alexander, with my other host, King Polo. What's going on, man?
Not much.
All right. Welcome to another edition. Hey, man, what a great Monday. What you do for Mother's Day, man?
Well, I took my mom out to eat. Went and seen a couple people. You know, I ain't gonna say it was pretty much a normal day.
Okay.
It was pretty much like a regular day.
All right. Okay. That's what's up, man. Well, man, let's get to it. We have a very special guest today on the Real Dude Show. He's the athletic director and the head coach at IC Norcom High School. Mr. Robert Jackson will be with us today. Man, let's give it up for Mr. Robert Jackson coming on to the Real Dude Show. And we're glad to have him here. That's right. Better for you, Coach Jack, coming on board in just a second. So without further ado, let's not keep on long. Let's get Mr. Jackson, Coach Jack, on the phone. And he on the Real Dude Show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here with us today we have Coach and Athletic Director at IC Norcom High School, the one and only Mr. Coach Robert Jackson. Welcome to the Real Dude Show.
How you doing?
All right, glad to have you.
How you doing there, Coach Jack? Good. How you doing? I'm doing okay. This King Porter. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm doing okay.
So tell us what's going on for this year at IC Norcom High School. I mean, how's so far? I know it's the off-season conditionings. So how y'all guys looking for the 2019 season?
Right now, the kids are in there working, of course. We had a college day the other day and had a pretty good turnout for that. And, we've had a steady stream of college coaches coming in. I think we got some good players, and I think, the work ethics and all that picking up, they getting used to the change now. And like I said, they getting it done in the classroom and getting it done in the weight room. So those two things are very important, when you're going into a new season, especially with a new staff.
Okay.
Was you, I guess you was an athletic director and a head coach?
Yeah.
That's kind of tiring. Wouldn't that be tiring on someone?
Well, I got good help. I got good people around me that's stepping in and coming in and helping, and they making sure we're not going to miss a beat on either aspect of as far as AD. I'm the AD first, and then, I'm a coach. That's what I was brought in to do, to be the AD. Pretty much, football is like a year-to-year thing for me. I make a decision after every year because I haven't coached in 3 years and got pretty used to not having been on the sideline or instead of being helping folks just like you guys do. Sit up in the stands and just do that kind of stuff.
Right. Now, you mentioned your coaching staff. Can you round out your new coaching staff?
On the opposite side of the ball, I got Brian Bynum. He's be my quarterback coach. He was with me at Bayside. Running back coach is Carlos Mitchell. I think you guys had him as a guest on your show one time.
Yes.
It's Coach Pee Wee. A wideout coach will be Coach Anthony Hawkins. Offensive line coach, I had to dig deep, reach back and get Coach John Wright, who was my offensive line coach at Norfolk State, and he's been a college head coach, and he coached with me at Salem. A great question. This is all I'm missing about it. Got David Turner on the defensive side of the ball, who will be working with D-line, and Coach Wiggins will be with linebackers. E.A. Brown will be with DBs. Ronnie Ratliff will be heading up my JV. John Van will be an assistant with the JV. Joe Benson will be working with our JV line. And Coach Cyrus will also be working with our line. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Coach Danny Hill will be with special teams. He's one of the holdovers from last year.
Okay.
That sound like almost about 15 coaches there. Isn't that kind of hard to maintain that many guys on the staff?
No, I like to have, I like to have a coach per position. Because I don't want any of my kids to get cheated. I'm the kind of coach, I let my coaches just go out and do their thing. I don't sit there and micromanage. I like to have an offensive staff, a defensive staff, and they'll meet and, we come in and we put everything together when it comes to the game plan and just giving the kids more options, giving myself more options, especially when it comes to discipline and just building relationships with our kids.
Now, Coach Jack, go ahead.
Go ahead, John.
Now, I'm sorry. No, I just want to know how long do you think? I know you're coming back to coaching after 3 years. How long are you think you'll be able to coach? Be on the sideline this year? Is there a particular time or window that you're gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna give this 3, 4, 5 years, and then I'm gonna pass it over to someone else? Is there a timetable for you, or you just gonna see how?
I'm looking at it on a year-to-year basis. I'm primarily trying to groom the next guy. And talking with my administration. That's basically what I was asked to do. To try to do some things to bring some stability to the staff. Coaching at Norcom is like coaching at Notre Dame. Especially with our fans.
Right.
There's just a certain standard and there's just certain things they expect. And then we're bringing in a new coach. We just didn't want to throw anybody into that fire. They got to take the heat a little better than, bringing a new guy in and just bringing them in and just giving them what I know. I've got over 20, almost 30 years of coaching, so I don't mind passing that on and try to groom the next guy.
That was going to be my question for you. How long you been coaching? 30 years of coaching. How long have you been a head coach?
I was a head coach at Salem for 15. I opened up Lansdowne High School, so I was there for 2, and I was at Dayside for 3. Dayside did my first head job.
Okay.
Now, since you've been coaching at Virginia Beach, can you explain to us the difference between Virginia Beach and Portsmouth as far as the development of kids and the whole, program as far as that both cities?
Well, I started off coaching in Portsmouth.
Right.
Under Coach Langston at Norcom. And when I was at Norcom, we had our thoughts on how we felt about the beach at that time. We just felt like the beach got all the publicity, they got all the write-ups, and we were kind of jealous of that. So we were anxious to play the beach school because we wanted to show what we could do, in Portsmouth. But after I made that transition over to Virginia Beach, you found that kids are pretty much the same everywhere you go.
Okay.
They were eager to win. They were eager to learn, and I found that those kids were no different than coaching Portsmouth kids, and vice versa.
Well, I know, like when I was coming up, we kind of felt like the beach kids were softer than us.
Yeah, we thought that too.
And we never, they didn't have the playoff system like it is now, so we never really got a chance to play those teams. So that's because the thing back then, we was Southeastern District back then. So
right. Well, I took that mindset over to the beach, and I used to tell them, man, they think y'all soft over here. So that kind of put a chip on their shoulder to try to prove things wrong.
Okay, yeah. Now, Coach, you've been coach for over 30 years. Know you coach at Norfolk State as well. Can you give us some young coaches that's coming up now in the ranks, what they need to do and what they need to take to have longevity coaching football here in the 757 or anywhere?
Well, the first thing I would tell a young coach is to stay humble. I'm starting to see where, and this is not everybody, but I'm starting to see more of a thing of coaches who are pretty much, and I could be wrong, coaches are pretty much in it for themselves personal gain or personal glory. You know, I'm all about giving credit elsewhere. You know, if you ever go do an interview, research an interview I've ever done, I've never taken credit for anything we've ever done. It was always my kids or my coaches. So I was taught early to just stay humble, and any accolades that you might get, they'll come your way. That's the first thing. And then just doing what's right by kids.
Right.
You know, don't lie. Well, sometimes you gotta lie to them, but they ain't a lie if they believe it. But when I say lie to them, it's like you need to, if you tell them enough that how great they are, eventually they'll start to believe it. And just as far as young coaches coming in and learn your craft, go to clinics, read some books, look at some videos. The technology now that they have and young coaches have now is way more advanced than when I was coming through. And just being able to sit down with coaches and get together as coaches, period, and exchange ideas. You know, there are no secrets in football. I mean, some people think, you know, they have the answers and everything's scared to share because it's a big secret. There are no secrets. That's how you learn. That's how you get out there and share those ideas. Staying humble, educate yourself, and doing right by kids. Don't try to be buddies with the kids. Kids got enough friends. They don't need you as a friend. They need you as a mentor and someone that can come in and just go on. I always prided myself and still do. I never wanted to be that coach that steered a kid the wrong way. I never wanted to say or do something that would make a kid go the wrong way. So, you know, you take all those things, keep all those things in mind, and that's where the longevity comes from. And people respect that.
Right. Okay. Thanks. That's a great answer. Great answer to that. So, Ping, you have any?
Let's say like, I know at church, when I was coaching at church, we had a lot of kids, like sometimes they didn't have meals at home, or that Friday meal, that would be the highlight of their week, because they know that Friday we were going to eat either a pig or some type of big dinner that one of the team moms were going to cook. How do you handle situations like that? Like you see, I want to say underprivileged kids. That's what I want to say.
Well, I mean, you have kids from both ends of the spectrum. Kids that can afford and kids that cannot. I never believe, regardless of economic status of a kid, that kids should have to pay to play. I never wanted to tax a kid. But I also at the same time realized that there is no budget for that kind of stuff. So you do understand one thing about it. I was never going to see a kid go without it. Okay. And whatever I gave one, he the best believe every last one of them. I wanted all my kids to be dressed the same. You know, I wouldn't give a kid, because I've seen situations. You got 40 pair of white pants and you might have 44 kids, you know, and you put them in dark pants. I know how that would bother a kid. So I always try to make sure that whatever I had, I always had enough for all. And I can't tell you the countless number of times I've gone into my pocket, and by no stretch of the imagination am I rich and could afford that. But, you know, it's just where your heart is. And I want to treat kids how I want my son. If something were to happen to me, I would hope. And my son plays sports, and he played for Norcom. I gave Coach Dan and all them credit. They took care of my son, and I trusted them too, because my son played for me 1 year, but in Virginia Beach, but he wanted to come back to Norcom, and I didn't object to it. But I want to coach kids the way I would want somebody to treat my kids, my son or my daughter.
Okay. Now, Coach, how do you handle parents? Like, you have a parent that, you know, thinks their child is like, you know, God gift to football. How do you deal with parents, like, in situations like that?
I feed them with a long spoon. You know, everybody thinks their kid is